Hello, sixth graders. So today I am going to film an informational video for you guys on assignments that you are going to be seeing this week. So when you get on to my Schoology course, you are going to go into week 2. From there, we are just going to take a look at Monday today for the sake of time. So this week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you guys are going to be completing Springboard activities. Springboard is the curriculum for language arts that we use here at Pleasant View Middle School. So it incorporates a lot of stories and open-ended questions. So this is something that you want to be very familiar with as you are going to be seeing it a lot. So when you open Monday's folder, you are going to see Springboard 1.1 open with Cami. You're also going to see a quick note that says, please watch Springboard explanation video prior to completing this assignment, which is what you are watching right now. So when you click on that assignment, you are going to notice that a PDF is going to pop up. Oftentimes it takes a few seconds to load, so give it a few seconds until you see this button that says Open Assignment with Cami. Anytime you are completing a PDF assignment, you want to use that Cami app. So we're going to click on that button, and it is going to open a new tab for you in Cami. Again, give it a few seconds to load. Okay, so we're just going to X this out right here. So you are going to see the Springboard that I've uploaded right now. But first, I just want to go over the toolbar here on the left and the options that you have. So the first thing I want to talk about is this text box option. This allows you to actually type onto the document, which is what you are going to be doing most of the time. So the first thing that we want to do is put our name on our assignment. So if your name is John Smith, you are just going to put that in the upper right-hand corner. And when you go out of it, your name stays right there. Another option that you have is the markup tab, which looks like this. And this gives you the option to highlight something. So you can see I've already highlighted conflict there. So if I'm reading this page and I think that this stuff is really important, I might go through and highlight it so that it stands out to me. Okay, just like that. Another option that you have is the drawing option. So this is maybe something that you have to circle an answer or anything like that. You can do that with the drawing button. So those are some of the options that you have within Cami. Now, if you scroll down, you are going to see some short answer questions. Again, this is where you would use that text box button, and you would click right there, and then you are able to write. So writers use different types of writing to express their ideas, and then you would obviously just finish answering that question. Now that you've kind of seen Cami, we're going to talk about the option to save. So when you go up here to turn in, you are going to click on this button, and you want to make sure where it says auto save that you have that box check marked. That means that it is going to automatically save any changes that you make to this document, even if you exit out of Cami. So please make sure that autosave is checked. The other thing that you can do as you're working, if you decide that you need a break and you want to come back later, you want to just hit this Save Now button just to ensure that you are saving the changes that you've made. From there, you can exit out of Cami, you can exit out of Schoology, and you can come back later and your changes will still be there. Now, when you are actually ready to submit the entire assignment to me for grading, again, you're going to go to this turn in button and you are going to hit the blue turn in. From there, it's going to ask you again, are you sure you want to turn this in? You're going to say yes. And then I am going to be able to see it from my end as a teacher and give you a grade for completing it. So you want to make sure that when you are completely done, that you are hitting that turn in button to make sure that I can see that you have completed your assignment. Now I'm going to go to just my PDF so that we can talk through this really quick. Okay, so now I'm going to focus more on the actual Springboard component and what that's going to look like as you guys go through to complete activities. So usually your Springboard is going to start with an informational page like the Learning Focus. It is extremely important that you actually read this page. It provides a lot of helpful information to you about what you're going to be completing, and you will be asked questions about this page later. So please make sure you are reading everything completely. Now, like you saw in Kami, there is going to be short answer questions that you are able to insert a text box and answer. You're also going to see that there's certain sections where I've added information for you that's going to be helpful. So for example, next to this question, I wrote page 4. So it asks you what you think the unit is about based on the unit overview and the learning focus. So I let you know that that learning focus is on page 4. So if we scroll back up, you're going to see that this is page 4. So it kind of just gives you an extra hint as to where you're going to find the answer to that question. You are also going to see questions that I have X'd out. That means that you do not have to complete that question. That could be a variety of reasons, things like it asks you to work in partners, and obviously we can't do that on remote learning, or it's just something that you don't have access to since we're teaching virtually. So again, if you see something X'd out, that means that you do not have to complete it. Now, you're also going to see that there's certain sections that I have highlighted for you. That means that it's a really important section that you want to make sure you look at. For example, this section right here is telling you how you are going to mark the text. So it gives you 3 specific instructions. It tells you that within the story, you are going to underline words and phrases that tell where the action is. You're going to put a star next to changes, and you're going to circle unknown words and phrases. You are getting points for having these markings in the text. So that is why I highlighted it, to bring special attention to something that you have to do, okay? So as you scroll down, you are going to see the story that you are going to be marking. So this is the story, The Circuit. And again, as I'm filming this video, this is the work pages that you're going to be completing throughout the entire week. So please don't think that this is all on Monday, because it definitely is not. So you are going to notice in Schoology that I did provide a link to YouTube that reads the story aloud. So you have a couple of options. You can follow along as you listen to the YouTube video, or if you prefer to just read it on your own, you can do that as well. So you're going to go through the entire story, and then you're going to notice that again, after the story, you have some short answer questions. Now, the expectation anytime that you are answering a question like this is that you are using a complete sentence. That means that it starts with a capital and it ends with a period. You want to make sure that you're spelling things correctly and you are using proper grammar. If you are not, that is something you will be marked down on. So you are answering everything in a complete sentence. Again, you'll notice that there's a certain part here that I marked out that you do not have to complete. As we scroll down even further, again, we have another X'd out part. And you're going to see this chart that you have to fill out as well. There should be answers in every single box. And then at the bottom, you're going to see again an X'd out section. And then you're also going to see that question number 11, I wrote an arrow to a blank part of the page. That just means that there's not enough space here. So you want to add your text box right here in order to answer this question. So that is the end of the PDF that you guys are going to be working through this week. So please just make sure that you are following those reminders. This is going to be the introduction video I make for this week alone, but it is going to be the expectations anytime that you have a Springboard assignment. As usual, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, just send me an email at sbryan@district70.org, or you can just send me a message directly from Schoology. But that is going to be the end of this informational video. So I hope that that was helpful, and I hope you guys have an awesome time starting the Springboard curriculum. Bye.